Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? It's me, it's Ken, doing that piercing metal thing here at the wonderful New York Comic Con. Talking in the Artist Alley to new folks to our mental memory. And Chris Robinson is a writer and editor of a series of self-published books. And here he is, in the flesh, going to talk to us about Bride of Werewolf Frankenstein,
yes,
which is connected to Werewolf Frankenstein. So how about we start with that one?
All right. Werewolf Frankenstein is a comic that I published a couple of years ago. It mashes up my two favorite monsters, Frankenstein and the Wolfman. There's a couple other mashups in there, where like Invisible Dracula. And so it's a series based on my love of the Universal monsters and monsters in general. So he's Frankenstein, and he's slowly turning into a Wolfman until he finds a cure. So if you're into Hellboy, if you're into the Hulk, that type of stuff, right up your alley. We're continuing the series. We just debuted here at New York Comic Con. Bride of Werewolf Frankenstein, a 50-page spectacular where he finds love? Question mark? Maybe? I don't know. And there's the mashup in this issue is Hunchback and Phantom. So he's the big bad. They meet up. We'll see what happens, but it's a really fun series. And if you're into monsters, there's no better book. Got to check it out. Keep an eye out for it.
It looks fun.
Thank
so
you.
what else you worked on this too?
I did. So it's not just a writer, I'm also an editor. This is a reprint of a 1947 comic in the public domain called All Negro Comics. It was the first time black cartoonists created their own original characters in response to the stereotypes of the time, you know, Ebony White, Steamboat Bill, right? But this was the first time they created some original characters that were not stereotypical, and they published one issue, and unfortunately the industry at the time came together to sort of push them out. So it's this little piece of like comic book trivia that I really think is important and I wanted to bring more attention to. So we remastered the original comic, reprinted it in full, all 50 pages, front cover, back cover, everything. There's an essay in here by a college professor that talks about the names, dates, places, all the important stuff that I'm glossing over right now very quickly. And we did some news stories in the back with the characters because they're really cool characters, and I think seeing them in modern style sort of adds to the timelessness. And we did this hardback a couple of years ago through Kickstarter, and this hardback won an Eisner Award. And then in a couple of weeks, depending on when you're seeing this, a paperback version is coming out through Image.
Very cool, very cool. So how's the con been for you?
Really great. This is always a great show. I'm from New York originally, so it's like a hometown show in a way. And always have a blast, always meet new and interesting people. A lot of people interacting with the books and finding out about me for the first time. So
how many times you've done this event?
3 or 4 at this point. Yeah. But it's a great show. If you don't, I definitely encourage people to come check it out. So.
And are you ready for tomorrow?
What's that?
Are you ready for the Saturday?
Oh man, I can't wait. I want to. I'm from New York originally, but I traveled from LA, so I don't want to take any of this home with me. I want to sell out tomorrow. So
awesome. All right, Chris, I'm going to let you get back to the business of handling your table, and I thank you very much for talking to me. That was Chris Robinson, writer and editor, my friends, and we're here at the Werewolf Frankenstein headquarters, checking in on the missus. All right. From New York Comic Con, it's me, it's Ken. Do what I say all the time. Subscribe, click the bell, and comment. Give me a comment. I need to know that you folks are out there. But too quiet. All right, bye.